Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Bang! Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. This is just awesome. What's up, guys? We're here. Welcome back to the channel. So today I'm bringing you a brand new leveling guide for the Sorceress, and I got to give a big shout out to my community member Rays because he's using this and he put me on game. So big shout out to you, Rays. This is Cold Snap Ice Nova or Ice Nova Snap Sorceress, and let me tell you something right now, as you guys just saw in the footage. This is one of the most enjoyable leveling experiences I've had with Sorceress and just overall in this game in a long time. So in today's video, I'm going to break down all the gear, the skills, all the stuff that you guys really need to know for your leveling experience. I'm in Act 3 right now. I'm almost finished, or like I think I'm like halfway. I'm just about halfway, I think, because I just killed that guy. So let's go ahead and talk about everything that you're going to need for this build, because if you're playing alternate characters or you want to play a Sorceress and you're kind of just stuck and you don't want to play Spark, then I highly suggest that you play this until you get to the end game. Oh, and by the way, yes, we are a Chronomancer, okay, because we're building up into our one-button curse build, which should be released later today or tomorrow, so be on the lookout for that. Let's go ahead and get right into the gear here. So first things first, the main part of any leveling experience, guys, is literally just your weapon. Your weapon is the most important part. All of the other gear pieces that you have really don't matter too much. It literally just comes down to like reses, health, mana, and that's it for the rest of your gear. But the weapon is the most important. So we have a gilded staff here. I highly suggest that you get a gilded staff because this is going to help you out with its basic attack, freezing shards. This thing right here is just really, really strong in this particular build. So that way, if you are having any mana issues, especially within the first few acts, you could just default to Galvade, or what is this, freezing shards, and it should be able to take care of a lot of stuff if you're having mana issues. Outside of that, you will be using other stuff like frost darts, but on the weapon, you want to have just spell damage, cold damage, level to cold spells. I have cast speed and then mana regen, and then we were lucky to get a extra cold damage on here from the brand new Abyss crafting, which let me tell you is just a whole nother video, but it's amazing. So this is pretty much what you want on your weapon. It's still level 31. It's very, very good. And everything else, you pretty much, we got lucky. We got the Iron Crown as well as the Torn Painter's Gloves. You do not need these. These are not required by any means. A regular helmet with just, you know, ES, life, resistances is perfectly fine. And then gloves, same thing, just like, because you're casting spells like cast speed, resistances, life, all that is really, really good. And your other gear pieces, again, you just want life, resistances. I'm doing ES, so I want to have as much of that as possible. On my rings, I have cast speed, which is great. So more cast speed on the rings, which is fantastic. And then I got cast speed on my amulet. These are all lower level, 14, 16, 8. That's why I'm still using them, because they have the cast speed, which just makes the build feel a lot better. Not required, but on your rings, again, you want similar things. You want to have the resistances, life, etc. If you get cast speed, it makes it feel a little bit better. A belt, same thing. You want life, mana, resistances, and then same thing on the boot. Move speed, mana or life, or both, and resistances, and you're good to go. We are rocking Stun Charm, Thawing Charm, and I don't even have my third charm in here, but I'll throw in the Fire Charm just because. And that's pretty much it, guys, for the gear. Let's go ahead and get into the I should actually put rapid casting on freezing shards. I need to add that. Mental note. So let's talk about these skills. Our main skill, as you guys saw, is Ice Nova. We have Ice Nova here. We're putting this with Astral Projection. This allows us to cast it at the target instead of around us, which is just fantastic. So when we're running around and we're fighting these monsters, if I can find some, like he's there, I can cast it right at him and freeze him, and then we activate Snap to explode. So we got Astral Projection, Zenith 2, huge. As soon as you can get this, throw it on. You get more mana back from supported skill cost or recouped as mana. You deal more mana, and as long as your mana is above 90%, you get a huge damage boost. This thing is goated. Then we got Considered Casting. It has less cast speed, but with 35% more damage is hard to beat. Frost Darts. We only use Frost Darts for bosses, as you guys saw in the intro of the video. We only use Frost Darts for that. We're using Zenith 2 again, Elemental Focus, as well as Considered Casting for more damage. I only use this on bosses, and even then you can still just use freezing shards. But the combination of throwing down Frost Bomb, Ice Nova, and then you just kind of spam your Frost Darts creates a huge amount of damage in succession. So this is really good. It costs a little bit. You know, 28 mana doesn't seem, or 38 mana doesn't seem like a lot, but you're firing really quick when you're casting this, so it is a little bit of a bummer. On Snap, we don't have our third one yet, but we got Snap here. We got Magnified Area, so that way Snap has a larger area. We got Zenith 2 again. I really, as soon as I can get another one, I think, well, I might be able to now. Harmonic Remnants 2. Let me see if I can do this. I just found that. Yes, okay, sweet. We want this. So we want to throw on Harmonic Remnants 2 on here in the third slot as soon as you get another level 3 support gem. This just allows us to create more remnants and then get them farther away. This is fantastic because Snap is going to create our cold infusions, and that's what we're going to be using with Ice Nova just to do a crap ton of damage. All right, so this is huge. Again, all you're going to want to do is to activate this. You can do it every 4 seconds, but as soon as you find a monster, if I can find one, you have to freeze them or chill them, but mainly you do need to freeze them. If I can stop running into things. I don't think there's any more monsters here. Oh, there goes one. So we want to be able to freeze these guys. So we freeze him, then we snap. It causes the explosion. And those 2 cold infusions will always be made by Ice Nova. And then we use them, bang, and we deal a crap ton of damage and just absolutely explode everything. I love it. It's such an enjoyable experience. Now we got Frost Bomb. This is going to allow us to do cold exposure. We use this for bosses or a little bit tougher elites. This will also create cold infusions laying on the ground. So we got overabundance, so we can drop them twice and we get 2. Then we got Spell Echo for it echoes more than once, and then we have cooldown recovery, so we can try to cast this as fast as possible. Now I also have Flame Wall on here. Flame Wall can be used with like your Frost Dart. So if you do want to throw this on here, it does add some extra damage. It's just something that's extra, not required, but if you feel like doing it, you can. Spell Cascade and Prolonged Duration, so it sits. Now, these are our 2 spirit choices. Okay, we got 60 spirit. The first one that we want to grab is Mana Remnants at level 4 as soon as you get this, because this is going to give us a chance on killing an enemy to create an element, which gives us mana back. This is very important because we want to stay above that 90% because of all of our Zenith 2s. Even though we're recouping, we still want to maintain our mana above 90%. So that's huge. We also throw on Harmonic Remnants as soon as you get a level 3 support gem. To create more of these, which allows us to keep our mana up. And then I don't have the strength right now. I'll have to go back on and change it in my build, but we're going to go ahead and add the strength because we want to have a 30% increase of that on there. I think I swapped a gear piece or something that had strength on it, so that will also like give us more. It gives us some more potency, so I'm just going to swap. We're just going to swap one of these really quickly. We'll just throw strength right here. Okay, so now effects of remnants occur at 4 seconds after being collected, and they have a 30% increase in effect, so it just gives us a whole lot more mana. After that, we have Siphon Elements. This just gives us a chance to create a lightning, cold, or fire remnant, which is just really nice. So we can do this on a freezing target. Just allows us to keep those cold infusions up. Now let's get into the passive tree. This is very straightforward. I'm a Chronomancer. I only have my first ascendancy, so we are taking Apex of Movement. Or Apex of the Moment, because we are slowing our enemies, which just helps us out. So that way it's a defensive layer, slows them down, we can move around them, and we're good to go. But in the tree, it's pretty straightforward. We are just going up. We're grabbing Elemental Force through Raw Power. We want Cast Speed for Practice Signs. Now you can choose which way you want to go. I have a little bit more crit. The Elemental Damage is also fine too with another attribute. So you can pick and choose either way. It doesn't really matter. We're going to go with a Potent Incantation for more spell damage. Now, because we are using Ice Nova, this is an AoE, so we want to have increased AoE, so we grabbed Royal. We also grabbed Climate Change for more freeze buildup. And then over here, I've been testing this a lot. This seems fine, but I still think you can get away with not using it. Early on, I think it's great when you're creating these, especially for elites, but every single time you consume an elemental infusion recently, which is in the last 4 seconds, you get a 30% buff to your spell damage, and then you get 12% here, 12% here, and then 10% duration. So you're getting 24 and 30. So you're getting 54% increased spell duration or spell damage if you consumed a elemental infusion recently, which happens pretty much all the time. So this is just kind of free damage. So I do like it. Then we're going to come up. Oh, I do need to take that off. I pathed the wrong way there. So we're going to take this off. We're going to come up after that, and we're going to come grab all these skills here. I'm going to take this. So we're going to grab all the cold stuff. This seems similar to 0.1 when we were doing like the frost wall and stuff like that. We want to come up and grab glaciation for more damage, pen, and extra damage. We're grabbing endless blizzard, +1 to all cold skills, obviously no brainer. Then we're taking inescapable cold for more freeze buildup and duration. And then we're also going to be taking chilled to the bone for more chill duration and magnitude of chill, which just allows us to freeze these enemies a whole lot better. The points in here, instead of going through here for the freeze buildup, we just want to deal more cold damage, so that way we can apply more cold faster. So this is what I have so far, guys. This has been really, really, really powerful and really strong. I really do enjoy this. This is just such a good leveling experience, and we're going to be using this all the way into maps. It's literally a 2-button build, except for when you fight bosses. It's literally 2 buttons. It's super, super easy. You just run up, you hit Frost Nova, you just keep hitting it, they freeze, you snap them, boom, they're dead, and that's it. If you want to use Frost Bomb, like boom, Frost Bomb these guys, you can.
I can't do that.
You are not required to use it. You could also choose to use Frost Darts when you're just fighting enemies if you want. Like Frost Darts, see, like Frost Darts is solid, like it does a decent amount of damage. Like you are not required to not use Frost Darts, but the main part of the build is just running Frost Nova, freeze, boom, and then we get our infusions. Then we just kill everything. Like these guys just don't even stand a chance. They just instantly explode with the 54% increased spell damage. It just makes things great. It clears a whole lot of AoE. You can freeze, boom. Then they all die. Mana remnants drop. All these guys are dead. Oh, those guys are not frozen. Now again, snap. You can also just freezing darts, boom, if you're into that. Kind of feel like Sub-Zero. But yeah, guys, this is the leveling build that I would suggest for all sorcerers and or witches use. Like, this is just so easy. I'd have to really look at it in a side-by-side to compare with Contagion, but man, this is fantastic. I'm really enjoying this. It's just a really smooth and easy leveling experience. So if you don't want to press too many buttons, you know, it just, even when they're frozen, they take a crap ton of damage from frozen darts. And just to kind of showcase here too, like you could just use the freezing shards in here. That I would highly suggest you have a gilded staff for that. But even if we don't even use Frost Nova or Ice Nova, you can still just use the, like, look, the damage on here is fine. Like, even if you just wanted to use this, like, the damage is pretty good on the basic attack from the staff. So if we threw on rapid casting in here, this would feel a whole lot better, and it's just free. It's literally just free. But yeah, guys, that's the leveling build. I will update this as we go along, so if you want to follow along, there's going to be a POB in Mobiletics. Don't forget to like the video, guys. Subscribe if you're new, and as always, stay gaming, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.